This is going to be really fun. It is a Friday morning, and we're going to get really that blood flowing with this. This is when your heart starts to pound a little bit faster when you know that we have an irresistible deal, but we only have very few to go around. If we may, I'd love to ask our producer, Mr. Jarrett, to show you how many of these best-selling gateways we have left. 255 to go, and that's it. The final 255, we have reduced the price to $549 with FlexPay, and everybody that dials will, as a bonus, receive Microsoft Word, Excel, and over $580 worth of software, and on top of that, a 30-day support from Tech Support for Dummies. So if you have any questions about how to hook up your printer or to do anything, they will guide you through it. This is a value that we are including in. The only decision you need to make is red or white. I believe red is the most limited out of the two, but this is that beautiful gateway red that is exclusive to them. The white is extraordinary, and so many of us have asked Gateway to produce the white. It's a very hard color to manufacture, as we'll hear about. But what you'll love is that these all come, look how bright that is. Oh my gosh, even the keyboard is white. Full numeric keypad right there. Social networking button right at the top. One button to get right on to connect with all your friends. It's unbelievable with that beautiful stereo soundbar right at the top, and it weighs virtually nothing, 5.7 pounds. So, with all that in mind, and $109 only to get it home. We'll get into the presentation. I'll keep you posted on quantity and let you know what's going first. But $255 available, and the final words from me are VIP financing. If you have an HSN card or an HSN MasterCard, you can do no interest for 9 months if the balance is paid in full. So definitely think about applying for one of those cards, especially if you do a lot of shopping with us here at HSN. Now, the man that's even more excited than I am, if that's possible, is Mr. Gateway Joe Harrison. Gateway Joe, good to see you.
It's great to be here this morning.
Okay, Joe, over 1 million computers sold. 2 million computers. Oh my gosh. There's a partnership between Gateway and HSN, which means that we can do prices like this that nobody else can do.
You're 100% correct, and you even offer colors. It's more than just the specs, but when you go out and buy a Gateway at other places, you see one color and that's it.
Right.
And here we're giving you the colors that you won't find anywhere else. Usually you see black and a lot of silvers out there. Here we have our most popular color ever, the red, which we've sold over 400,000 of this shade of red, is by far our most popular. And then the white, like Adam mentioned, very difficult, very challenging to make a white computer. But we've done it here. Next time you might see it, might not be until the summer.
Oh boy.
But it's all about all the guts and the performance that's on the inside, which you're going to be so impressed with, because this is a tremendous value. To get a computer at this price with all these full features, it's really good for everybody in the family because it starts off with that processor. This is a dual-core processor that you're getting. Dual-core meaning there are 2 cores, 2 brains, or 2 engines. This drives every experience, whether you want a faster internet experience or whether you want playing games or surfing the webcam. Everything goes through that processor. And the reason why it's so important is there are a lot of processors at this price that have a single core or a single engine but can only do a single thing at a time. So if you've ever tried logging online or uploading your photos and it's taking forever, you're getting that hourglass, sometimes the computer locks up on you, it's because you have a single core like you see right here on the screen. Single core, single engine, just doing one thing at a time. Well, this morning we double it. We put 2 cores, 2 brains, 2 engines. That's up to 70% more power, more speed, more efficiency. It's something you cannot upgrade later on down the road. It's something you are going to have forever with this computer, and it is powerful, especially at this price tag. Now, in order to get that type of power, you also need to have a lot of RAM. It's really going to back up and support that processor. The more RAM you have, the more things you can do at the same time. Typically at this price range, you get 3 gigs, maybe 2 gigabytes worth of RAM. We're giving you 4 gigabytes worth of RAM. That's the most we've ever offered in a 15-inch Gateway. So not only are you good for today, but you're also designed for plenty of use later on down the road. And then the last thing is your hard drive. This is your filing cabinet where you're going to store everything. And everything is digital nowadays, from digital cameras to movie cameras to your MP3 players with the songs. This is a huge 320 gig hard drive. Just in case you're into songs, it's over 80,000 of your favorite songs, over 300 hours worth of high-definition video, and over 100,000 photos that you can now take and store on here. So we talked about power, you've got the storage, and the last thing is the lightweight. Nobody wants a heavy laptop because there are a lot of them that are out there. a lot of companies will jam desktop parts inside of laptops. They end up weighing 10, 11 pounds. They get so hot on the bottom you can't even put them on your lap. This is very cool to the touch. This is only 5.7 pounds. The heat is no longer an issue for you. And then on top of that, it's the battery life. Not just an hour or an hour and a half on the battery, over 4 hours on the battery life. So you have the power, you have the lightweight, and you have the long-lasting battery just to give you a great gateway experience.
Well, here's the big news. I'm looking at what's going on. We've already sold 23 or 24, and we've only been on it for about a minute and a half. If we sell these out early, and we inevitably will at this stage, because we have over 100 people on the phone line, so that leaves, what, like maybe 150 left. Joe can tell us all about his recent trip to see the big game, which I know he's very excited about. The reality is these will all go. They are priced to sell. It's while supplies last. One of the most popular, one of the most highly spec'd laptops from Gateway so far this year. It's right here, red or white. Over $500 worth of software. One thing to let you know, and Joe, if you wouldn't mind mentioning it for just a few moments as well. After we present this and it's sold out, we're going to tell you about Viper. Viper is your ultimate solution for protecting your computer. One price for 3 computers. So one Viper protects 3 computers for the lifetime of the computers. Joe, let's just spend 30, 40 seconds on it, because this is a revolutionary product.
Absolutely. It's something that you definitely need. And the thing about Viper is so easy to install. It comes on your own little thumb drive, and a lot of people get concerned. How is this really going to protect me? Basically, you pop it right into the computer, into your USB port, and it's always protecting your system. You may have had an antivirus program in the past where after 30 days, 60 days, it's always asking you for updates, or you have to pay that yearly fee, $40, $50 a year. For $99, you get 3 computers that are covered for a lifetime. So essentially $33, and you're covered for the lifetime of this PC. But every single time you log on to an email, every single time you get online, every single time somebody gives you a memory card to put into your computer to upload photos, you're putting your system at risk. You think about what you have on your computer. There are a lot of memories, a lot of photos, there are a lot of videos, a lot of your financial data. You don't want that stuff to be hacked and given to somebody else. This Viper will protect you. So every single time something comes into your computer, Viper checks it, whether it's an email, whether it's a website, whether a buddy sent you a link and says, go to this webpage. Viper will block it, Viper will protect it, because there are over 10,000 viruses that come out every single day. People out there trying to hurt your system. Viper will keep you safe and secure.
Well, one of the things, and I've just had another update from Mr. Jared, thank you so much. They are now reducing the time on this laptop, since so many people are now dialing in. If you want the red one, it is going the fastest. The white is just trailing a little bit behind. While supplies last, when you think about it, Joe, it basically boils down to this. This is a $1,000 bundle. That's basically half price.
You're exactly right. And it's got, a lot of times when you go to the store, you might see a good processor, you might see a good screen, but it's rare that you find everything through the list that has all been upgraded for you. Here we've got that powerful dual-core processor, which you're not finding at this price. You're getting the upgraded RAM, which typically you get 2, maybe 3 gigs. Now we're giving you 4 gigabytes worth of RAM. That huge hard drive, even the screen that's on this thing has been upgraded for you. This is a high-definition LED display. It's 720p resolution, and this is going to make a difference for you. I can tell you why you've never owned a screen like this before. Because screens in the past, there are 2 ways to build them. One is high definition, which Gateway builds, and then the other one is you end up getting an analog screen. Now, Adam, if you stare at a monitor for half an hour, 45 minutes, you get that eye strain, that eye fatigue. That's the type of screen that you have. It's that older, poor quality screen. This being high definition, that is now a thing of the past. It's easier on your eyes, so you don't get that eye fatigue anymore. It's just a much better experience. Not only is your video amazing, but even your photos. A lot of people think just high definition is all about video. When you look at photos, you now have 4 times the quality, 4 times the resolution compared to what you're seeing in the past. So say you took you had a 10 megapixel camera. In the past, you're only seeing 2.5 megapixels. Right. Now you see all 10 megapixels. So the quality is there, and you can only get it because it's high definition. So not only is it just beautiful, but I want to show you the performance of this thing too, because these have a lot of powerful specs. We really want to show what it could do for you. So here on my screen, I've got a photo that I'm running up here. I've got a movie editing program. I'll make my own movie in a minute. I've got a game down here in the bottom. I have my media center running. I can go full screen on my video game. And it makes it seem like you're watching a movie, but these are all computer-generated graphics. And you can't handle it if you didn't have the processor, didn't have the RAM. The reason why I show you this is because games are the most difficult thing for a computer to handle, because it has to refresh itself about 60 times a second to make it look flawless like this. Well, if there's any hesitation presentation, you'd see it right there. But not only am I running the game, but I'm running about a dozen other things in the background, and there's no performance loss to it whatsoever. There's my Microsoft Excel, that's coming with your computer. Plus Microsoft Word, that's coming with your computer. There's the Viper antivirus, making sure I got all my green checks. My system is safe and secure. That's on there. Plus about a dozen other things. That's why it's really important to make sure you get that dual-core processor, which is what you have in here today, plus that 4 gigabytes with the RAM. Those are two key specs that are not only going to make sure you have a great experience today, but also 5, 6, 7 years down the road, you're still going to be enjoying this great gateway computer.
Joe, we could have a record breaker here.
You think so?
I'm telling you, as Joe's talking, I'm looking at these screens. We're about to dip under 200, and that's not even counting everybody on the phone line, so we are now officially limited quantity. If you, like me, and Joe and I were talking about this, big bargain hunters. I love getting a deal. I love getting the best price. You know, heaven knows we search around for the best value. Please remember one thing, and I think this is why this is selling so quickly. It's not just the specs of the laptop that are so impressive. Because you're buying this from HSN, because you're buying this right now, you're actually getting a ton of stuff. Real stuff. I don't mean fluff. I mean real value. For example, we're going to give you, look, for anybody that has any questions about how to hook something up, how do I connect my wireless printer, for example, we're going to give you, you know the dummies line, the tech support for dummies? We're going to give you a 30-day subscription to them. So what does that mean? It means if you have any questions, your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife, mom or dad, grandma or grandpa, they can ask them and they're good to go. And Joe, that's only the beginning, because there's another bonus. Let's talk about Word, Excel, and all the software.
Well, the software is amazing. It's over $580 worth of extra software. Again, stuff that you only get here at HSN. Anywhere else you shop for a gateway, you get zero software, just the operating system. Here we give you all these titles on one DVD. It's educational, it's referencing, it's productivity. The Corel Office right there is an $89 title in itself. That has your spreadsheets, your documents, your presentations, your database programs. There are a lot of games for the kids, a lot of stuff for the adults. There's also, you know, we're here amongst tax season. There are financial programs to get you ready for the taxes. Plus, you can research your family history. We can teach you how to type. We can teach you how to cook. And you'll start to notice these titles are all the latest versions that are out there. 2012 editions. That Nova Backup is a great program to keep all your systems safe and secure, to back up all those important files. There's a Printmaster 2012, the Wellmaker 2012. I mean, this is stuff that we're just getting into 2012, and you have those titles right here for your PC. But every one of these, they're all full retail versions. These aren't trial samples where after 30, 60 days, you got to pay another $10 to get another couple months out of it. You have that software. And then also we're going to give you, on top of that, Microsoft Word and Excel. They're the two most popular programs Microsoft has ever created. And these are, again, not trial versions. We used to offer the trial in the past where at the end of 90 days, you had to pay $100 for every one of those two programs. That would cost you $200 right there. But now we're giving it to you for free. It's included with the system. So you have Word, Excel, and $580 worth of extra software to make sure you've got everything you need for your brand new PC. And then the operating system on here, it's also the Windows 7 Home Premium. A lot of times you get to the lower price range, they give you the basic version, which is really a stripped out version. This is the Home Premium, has better security features, better parental controls, has some extra key features like the Media Center, which is built in here too. Now the great thing about the Media Center that I love is it organizes all your files. Now with the Media Center, you think about 320 gigs worth of hard drive space. That's 80,000 songs. That's over 100,000 photos. How are you going to organize all that? Well, the Media Center does it for you. You click on the picture library, it finds every single picture you've ever taken. It could be a picture that you took last week, 10 years ago, with the 5 different cameras. It doesn't matter. It finds the photo and puts it right here. You can click on the one, the folder here, click on the one individual file, it'll go full screen, or you can back up, hit play slideshow. Now you're watching your photos all in gorgeous high definition. Again, seeing quality you've never seen before. Now, if Grandma and Grandpa come over, they're like, I'd love to have a copy of these photos. Can you burn me a DVD? All you do is you right-click, and there are the words, burn to a CD or DVD, and you're done. It's that simple, that easy. 30 seconds later, you've got a DVD copy of it. It does the same thing with the music. Click on the music library, finds all the songs that you have on there. But another thing I want to show Adam is Internet TV. There are more people now that are trending to watching television.
This is the future.
Online, that's right. All these shows that are available on demand. So you go down to the TV section on here, It has all these different channels that are available that you can watch in high definition. Your news programs, movies that are available, all the techie shows, reality shows. HSN has its own little channel on here. So if you miss something, you can go back and watch it, like the entire Brady Bunch and Happy Days. I mean, a lot of classic stuff that's on here for you that you can go back and watch. All the cool things, it's on here. It's all in HD. And while I'm doing this, again, I didn't have to shut anything down. I still have everything else running in the background. That's the power of that dual core, that 4 gigabytes with RAM. You're buying a different type of computer. You're buying something designed for the future that's going to be great when you use it today.
Let's get an update. Mr. Jared, how many do we now have left between the white and the red? So how many white do we have left, Jared? Okay, only 60 of the white. The remainder of the quantity is the red. So 60 white, 80 red. With everybody dialing in, obviously, subtract a few more off those as well. Maybe it's just a second computer for you because the kids are always on the one at home. Your husband is or your wife is. And I think a lot of us would agree, if it's more than one of us at home, it's really a nice idea to have more than one laptop or more than one computer. Go for this, because this is going to be yours. This is your freedom to be able to go check your email, book that vacation, do some shopping online, connect with your friends, use the webcam. Let's Skype with grandma and grandpa. This is that second laptop at home. And if you want to be adventurous and you want to go to the coffee shop, if you want to be adventurous and travel with this, it is a truly portable system. Why? Because it weighs 5.7 pounds. To me, though, it's the little extras. It's not just the dual-core processor. It's not just the gigantic capacity. But look again. You see at the top here? They actually have created, because of your feedback and mine, a social media button. If I press that, I'm going to get straight through to Facebook. And incidentally, if you have any questions, you can always reach me on Adam Freeman on HSN on Facebook. It's just the best way to connect. This, though, as a bundle, is going to be gone. Each and every one's going to be sold out. Don't forget to ask about Viper, which is the way to protect your new computer. Joe, what else do we need to know about this? Because, you know, this day and age, we get the papers like Saturday and Sunday. I nearly broke my finger then. We get the papers on Saturday and Sunday. There's always special offers. It's hard to differentiate.
You're exactly right. The thing about buying a computer here at Gateway, and what Adam mentioned at the beginning is, you know, we've sold 2 million computers here at HSN. It's been over 9 years. We listen to your feedback. We listen to what you want to do with a computer, and we build that accordingly. There's so many computers out there that might be at a good price, but then you realize, I don't have the hard drive space, I don't have all those ports that I want, I've got my memory card, but there's no way to install it on my PC. This is really a complete solution for you. So when you look at the key specs on here, dual core, 4 gigs of RAM, 320 gig hard drive. That is a powerhouse of a machine. But then it does come down to those details, like the screen. It's high definition. It's made out of LED material, meaning that it's going to consume 40% less battery life. So now you don't have a 1.5 hour battery. You actually have over 4 hours worth of battery life. It's little things you wouldn't know to ask, but Gateway already installs for you. Like Adam mentioned, a full-size keyboard that's built on the side. You have a DVD combo drive that's over here. It burns your DVDs and CDs. Takes 5 minutes to make a DVD, 2 minutes for a CD. There are multiple USB ports on this side, additional USB ports on the other side as well. Even the back, I'm going to turn this thing around. This back, we even have a special coating that's on here. So if you get a scratch in it, you just see more of the white. Right. We're the only manufacturer that has this exclusive paint process where everybody else, they paint it like you're painting a fence, where over time, you can just chip that paint right off and you see the gray and the black tones that are underneath it. Here, you get a scratch in the white, you just see more of the white. Or you get a scratch in the red, just more of the red. It's all these little details that are really going to impress you with Gateway. And then it's even the high-definition webcam. This is a complete high-definition experience. You have the high-def screen that's on here. You also have a high-definition audio bar that runs it, and then you also have a high-definition webcam that's on the top. Now, the cool thing about high definition is the new webcams, this is 4 times the quality. The standard definition webcam is 0.3 megapixels. This is 1.3 megapixels. So you've seen webcams in the past where it's kind of grainy, it's a little choppy, the audio doesn't necessarily match the video. This is flawless. And Gateway has done all the testing for you. So if you're using this with Skype, Yahoo, AOL, whatever your chat service is, it's going to work perfect for you. Now, there are also a couple buttons down here. If you want to take a picture, you can click on the picture button. If you want to take a video, you can click on the video button. And that's what I do with my kids. We're down here in Florida. This is my daughter. Now, this is just over the holidays, but She's 5 years old, and her grandparents live up in Ohio and Maine. You know, they're 1,500 miles away from us. So they don't get to see the grandkids as much as they want to. Well, we put up the tree. She got her new favorite snow globe. She wanted to show it off to them. Instead of just sending a photo, now put Reese in front of the webcam. She can, you know, talk to Grandma and Grandpa about her snow globe. You can see the quality. It's that high definition quality that you're getting on here, but it's all with that one-touch webcam. Now, the cool thing about this, Adam, is as soon as I click the record button, it records Reese. She's doing whatever she wants to do.
Right.
And then as soon as I hit the stop button, it asks me for an email address. Now I can type in her grandparents' email address, and literally within a minute, I made a movie, edited the movie, saved it to the computer, and then sent it off in an email, all by one touch of a button with this webcam. It's all these little details that really makes a difference. And if you think this stuff might be too challenging for you, Gateway even goes the extra step and offers 40 hours worth of training that's built into the system. So we'll teach you how to use the webcam. We'll teach you how to use the parental controls that are on here. We'll teach you how to upload photos to an email. And then even on top of that, you get that great one-year support. It's parts and labor for an entire year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A lot of companies nowadays, the new industry standard for warranty is 90 days. Wow. We believe in this product. That's why we give you that one-year support, because a lot of companies will charge you $30, $40 to start making those phone calls. That's going to add up pretty quickly, not with a Gateway support. And then even on top of Gateway support, we're giving you that tech support for dummies, which I've been a big fan of, because these guys answer all the how-to questions. When you call it Gateway support, we know everything about Gateway. These guys know everything about all the other electronics in your house. So if you have a wireless router, you have a printer, you have some sort of docking station you want to plug into your computer, we didn't make it. We don't know how to answer those questions, but those tech support for dummies, those guys can answer all those how-to questions. So it's really got everything that you need. You think about it, you have the hardware on here, you have an amazing laptop, you have over $580 worth of software, you have 40 hours worth of training, you have Gateway support, and now you have the PC tech support for dummies. It's really that complete solution that you're looking for out of a brand new PC.
We've got 6 minutes left, and you just saw we've dipped under 100. And Jared just told me, Jared, how many of the red left now? Oh, okay, 28 red. If you want the red, I mean, honestly, both colours are awesome, so I don't think you're going to be disappointed with either. But the red, we have 28 remaining. Every last one of these will be sold out. Remember, Joe is here all the time with great Gateway offers. This, though, is a standout showstopper. It's a while supplies last. We've slashed basically half off the retail price. It's normally $1,000. It's down to $540. Online, the reviews are awesome, raving. I mean, truly, 5-star, 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 because it delivers. And it's not that we're buying brand X. You know, there's a lot of brands that we're not quite aware of, we're not sure of. For so many of us, we've invested and trusted Gateway for years. We know them, we love them. It's a computer we can be proud of, a computer that we know is going to give us the speed. If your laptop has just seen better days and it's starting to drag now, it's a little bit slow, or now you're using your laptop more than ever for more photos, and your entire music library is on here. As Joe showed you with the media center, everything's organized. And can we see those numbers again, actually, guys? I want to show you the actual numbers that Joe was talking about. Thousands of songs, hundreds of hours. I mean, honestly, Joe, this will keep you going for many years to come.
Well, you think about 80,000 songs that's on there. That's over 8 months worth of music if you listen to all your songs at once. Over 300 hours worth of high-definition video. Over 100,000 photos that'll fit on here. Even if you took a picture every single hour of every single day, it would take you over 8 years to fill up a hard drive that's this big. So you're talking almost a decade worth of digital photography right here at your fingertips. And the great thing about that is, you know, Gateway, we make the hard drives large enough so maybe the kids upload a couple games. You have, you know, a couple thousand photos that are on here. Someone's downloading, you know, a couple thousand songs. You have plenty of space for everybody to have their own little piece of the pie. It's one of the largest hard drives we've had in a long time, so you're getting a lot of specs that are on here. Plus, when you look at the processor, this is really the brains of the operation. When you have your little checklist for things you want to purchase, you want to make sure you're getting a powerful processor. There's so many single-core processors that are out there that can only do a single thing at a time, and that's frustrating for you. That's probably why you're, you know, want to get a new computer, because it's so slow. Well, because there's still a lot of single-core chips that are out there. Not a lot of manufacturers have these dual-core. So here's a single-core I can only do a single thing at a time because the core is like the engine or the brain to the PC. Well, now we double it. We have 2 cores, 2 brains, 2 engines. That's 70% more power, more speed, more efficiency. You know, imagine getting 70% more dollars out of your paycheck, or just having somebody else help you shop when you're going through the grocery store. It's having that little extra boost of speed when you need it, and it's so energy efficient that's on here. It's not, you know, won't drain the battery. A lot of times you get powerful chips and they start draining the battery, but this is over 4 hours on the battery life. Very energy efficient computer. Now the RAM is also very important. The more RAM you have, the more things you can do at the same time. And a lot of times you try to open up a couple programs, it locks up on you because you don't have enough RAM.
Right.
Well, Microsoft recommends that you need 1 gigabyte worth of RAM. We're giving you 4 gigabytes worth of RAM. So you are not only protected for today, but years down the road, you still have all the specs that you need. And then the hard drive, like we just mentioned, 320 gigabytes worth of storage. It's massive amounts of information, over 80,000 songs, over 300 hours worth of video, over 100,000 photos. You want to back up any of that information. It's the best DVD and CD burner we've ever created. It takes you 5 minutes to make a DVD. It used to take you an hour and a half. Now it only takes you 2 minutes to burn a CD. And the other great thing is the wireless that's on here. We haven't talked about that yet. There's so many great things about this PC. Everyone wants to be mobile. Everyone wants to pick up their computer but still be connected online. This has the fastest wireless connection in the world. Nothing faster than that out there in the world but right here in your computer. So the cool thing is this has that wireless N. There are 3 speeds that are out there. There's a B, a G, and an N.
Right.
All of them are great, but the N is the fastest. We're actually giving you all 3. So all you have to do is you get that little black box right there in the center of the screen. It's called a wireless router. That sends out a signal about 300 feet in every direction. So now you can sit with your computer in your home, upstairs, downstairs, inside or outside, still be connected all online. You can share files back and forth, but even if you don't have a router in your home, you go to coffee shops, bookstores. I took a flight, and the flight was wireless just last week. I mean, these hotspots are popping up all over the place, but you have every connection possible in the world. There are about 58 million hotspots in the United States alone, and every one of those you can connect at the fastest speed with your brand new Gateway laptop.
We have a dozen left in the red. A dozen left in the red. If the red is the color choice that you want, please go for it. The white is clean and contemporary and just so cool looking. And you know what? It's a laptop you'll want to show off. Final quantity in the final couple of minutes of this. If it's a birthday gift, if it's a gift for yourself, if you just got a promotion at work, if you want the ability to be able to do more work and to be more efficient for your kids at school, university or college, obviously, I mean, it's a dream of a gift, obviously. The bottom line to me, though, is you and me getting the most for our money. Oh, heaven knows we can find laptops for $550, of course we can. But we can't find laptops for $550 that include non-expiring versions of Word and Excel. That is humongous, because you and me and Joe, in any computers that we've bought in the past, you know what we do. The first programs that we buy are Word and Excel.
That's right.
But not just that, and we're going to show everything else as well. We're going to give you, everybody that dials in today, or orders online, or orders on the phone or the tablet, we will offer you as well over $580 worth of software that's included. And we're going to roll those titles, because whether it's games with Flow like Cooking Dash, whether it's learning to cook, whether it's office software, whether it's, you know, if you're getting married, there's great software in there for you as well. These aren't trial versions. These are the full versions. So every single week we go out and we price it up, and literally it's $581. If you're interested in your family tree, you can create one yourself. And if you order it today, we're going to do the 5 flex of $109, which means that it's so affordable, and these are your final opportunities to get it. Will Joe be back? Yes. Will he have a value as humongous as this? Not for a long time. Again, it's one of our best sellers over the past few months, so we've just got our big blowout deal. Now with everybody on the phone line, we have basically a couple of dozen left maximum between both of these. Joe, when I get it home, when I take it out the box, what do I need to do to get it going?
You put the battery in the computer, you turn it on, that's it.
And it's done?
It's done. The setup is so easy with the Gateway. The battery's already pre-charged. The operating system is already installed. That great software is going to come on a single DVD, but you get to pick and choose what programs you want to install on your computer. But you basically put the battery in the computer and you are done. This has all the different titles that are available on your PC. Even if you have a wireless router already in your home, the Gateway is going to automatically connect for you. The key to this computer is we've designed it to be simple for you. The technology is amazing, but it's very simple to use. The software we've researched to make sure it's easy. The wireless is easy. Just getting online is so much easier than it has in the past. Even logging onto your Facebook account, there's one button for that. So you you don't have to type in all this funky stuff. There's one button to get you online. Everything about this computer is amazing. It's fast, but it's very easy to use. So right out of the box, slide the battery in, turn it on, and you're ready to go with your brand new Gateway.
Well, as we bring it to a close, remember, our customer service is always there. Gateway's customer support is always there. The final 9, if you want, with 9 left. So literally by the end of this hour, we will have completely sold out of both colours. But if you want the red, last chance to get that. And of course, the white is just gorgeous, truly. Thank you for your calls. Enjoy this. We wish you many happy years of using it. I know you will love, love, love it. All right. One of the things that we want to do is we bring this presentation to a close.